Tuesday, May 13th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here with you. Wanted to start off with a look at the Avalon Pier web camera here. 5:31 this morning, looking good. Getting ready for what looks to be a pretty nice sunrise out there over the Atlantic Ocean. The temperature there along that portion of the Outer Banks at least, sitting in the 60s to low 70s. It's actually 71 there at that portion of the Outer Banks. Wind is calm, dew point way up there 70, so it's a warm, muggy beach morning. Yesterday, pretty warm Monday, 87 in Charlotte, the high, 88 in Greensboro, hit 90 in Raleigh and Greenville, 92 in Fayetteville, and 93 in Columbia, even Boone up to 82 yesterday. Currently, it's a lot of 60s to low 70s on the board. And the dew points have been climbing a bit too. So it's a pretty muggy morning all around the region, and it's going to be a relatively hot, humid day today. Here's the setup. Our next cold front back off to the west there near the Mississippi River Valley. Now today that area of high pressure temporarily overhead. Underneath that high pressure you have some sinking air, so you're not going to get any overly significant rain opportunities today. I'll show you the modeling in just a second. Currently not much going on across our region. Off to the north you have a zone of some rain and storms in Pennsylvania and western New York State. And then what I'm going to show you now over the next few frames is all rain associated with our next cold front. Raining in places like Chicago, down into southern Illinois, then down toward near and west of Memphis and parts of southern and central Arkansas. Then some big thunderstorms have been rumbling through southeastern Texas this morning. And again, that is all associated with our next front that's centered near the Mississippi River Valley. So as we go through today, the opportunities for rain fairly limited. I think we're looking at some isolated showers and storms forming, most numerous in the mountains. But once you get outside of the mountains, only a handful of isolated afternoon showers or storms forming, the vast majority of spots staying dry. And it will be a pretty hot day as well, with the highs in low 90s in many spots. Tomorrow, the overall setup very similar to today. The rain chances in any one spot quite limited. Here's your highs this afternoon up into the low 90s across the region. Now as we get into Thursday, that's when that front finally arrives, and it still looks like a healthy round of rain and thunderstorms is on the way as we go through Thursday and Thursday night. In fact, let me show you the NAM computer model solution. You get this secondary low pressure forming that only enhances the areas of rain and thunderstorms across the region. So a couple of model rain totals here for you. There is the NAM rain totals. Now this front will be progressive. It'll be moving through the region, so I don't think we're going to have any widespread flooding problems, but certainly some localized flooding issues could develop. I think especially when you get up into the mountains and the immediately adjacent foothills in that southeasterly flow. That's that kind of setup where some of those spots up that way could really pile up the rain totals. Let me show you the European. It's in pretty good agreement with a good rain event Thursday into Thursday night. So here's what it looks like at the upper levels. This is today. Ridging still over the southeastern part of the country, but there comes that pretty sharp trough sliding in here in a favorable orientation to really enhance the lift here across this region. You get the southeasterly surface flow moving up into that region as well. Finally, by Friday, trough moving in, the rain will be gone, and we're set up for some great Friday and pretty much great weekend weather too. So first of all, there's the Canadian solution. This is Thursday. Very wet setup during the day Thursday. Let me go back to that. All right, so there's the Canadian idea. Let's go to the European. Right there we go. And this is Thursday early evening. Rain and thunderstorms, and even on the European you can see that secondary low trying to form. There's the GFS. Looks pretty similar. Good round of rain and thunderstorms. Severe weather probabilities probably not overly high. And there's your day 3 outlook, a C-text covering much of our region. The instability will be lacking. Now, if we can see a little bit of increased instability develop, there's certainly tons of shear. So if that were to be the case, we'd have a little bit more of an elevated severe weather threat. But as it stands now, it looks like instability will be on the limited side. And then again, Friday through the weekend looks very nice overall. Some 70s for highs and upper 40s and lower 50s for lows. Even cooler, of course, in the mountains. All right, that is it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Stay cool, have a great day, and God bless.